Morning. Welcome. Hope you have everything you need this morning. Your mat laid out like I do, maybe a pillow to sit on today. We'll start in seated posture. If you're joining me from far away, maybe leave a comment in the comments section. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We shall have a nice light to moderate practice of connecting to our center, rooting in the present, connecting to the Earth Day, Earth Month. So in honor of Mother Earth, so a very grounding practice. As always, do what you can. Take breaks if you need. This is your time to cultivate relationship with whole self, body, mind, spirit. So let's take a seat comfortably, your seat of choice. Take some time to smooth out the rough spots. Maybe pull the knees a little wider, blossoming a little more through the hips. So the theme today, blossoming, blooming. Our beautiful spirit, our heart, lots of heart openers today. Again, very grounding, cultivating, again, that relationship back to self, lassoing the monkey mind of worry, of multitasking. So not that we're, want to ignore those thoughts that move through and spin around in our heads, but greeting them, bringing our focus more inward, towards our breath. Find a comfortable place for your hands to rest. Letting things come not to a grinding halt, but just a very soft, gentle gathering inward, collecting good energy, collecting, again, our thoughts, our breath. That ground beneath us. Taking the deepest breaths you've maybe taken all morning so far. Each breath in, bringing in peace, calm, light. Each breath out, emptying out that rushing, busy, monkey banter in our heads. That doesn't really reflect, our reality and our truth. What we can reflect the the charm, the light, the glow. And we just slow things down, getting real heavy into the earth. Again, that ground rising to meet you. Tapping into center, whatever that means to you. And think of expanding, not just, coming into center, but imagine that sense, that, kind of hardiness, actually expanding into your joints, your shoulders, feet, maybe up through your crown, spine. So getting started now, a good foundation that we're setting here, again, of rooting strong into that earth, kissing the earth with our presence, our awareness, and that connection, all those points of light and connection where we're touching earth. Where our breath touches our whole self. Let's bring hands together, relax shoulders, opening heart. Let's take it up. Inhale, exhale, sweep open. And again, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, blossoming open. Again, hands back to heart. One more. Connecting breath to the movement. Let's again bring it back to heart. Lengthening up through center. Grounding, rooting through our backside. And then a slight tuck of the chin. A little deeper, bowing towards our heart. Beautiful hearts. So back to neutral. Now take the hands up. Meeting now. Again, take that bow again. In reverie to our heart. Now inhale, back up, squeeze into that center, lifting the ribs. Exhale, sweep open. Let it go. Again, hands back to heart. Inhale up. Again, that nice bow to our heart. Sending love, light. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sweep open. Let it go. Again, hands back to heart. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Again, back to heart center. Now, every time up, inhale, exhale, you're twisting and blossoming open. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, twist the other way. Do what you can. Maybe it's a little subtler rotation. Find what feels good. Really smoothing out the breath now. One breath, one movement. If you're just joining me, again, we're rooting into not just our self, but into the earth. Honoring our Mother Earth, Sister Earth. Couple more. Getting familiar with the breath. Cultivating, again, this beautiful partnership. Breath, body, movement. Let's bring it back to center. Reset. Relax shoulders. Now, hands down at our sides. Maybe push through your fingertips. Shuffle the heart forward. Opening the heart. Now take right hand up, inhale, exhale, side bend. So again, very fluid, sweeping, moving with the breath. Exhale, inhale, up. Exhale, stretch over, maybe find a little more through each set. Pushing, especially that right hip down. Again, into the earth. Abdominals rooting strongly into your center. Last one here, exhale, stretch. Revolve the heart up, that blossoming up. Now again, kind of moving through your center, tapping in. Let's rise up again. Inhale, exhale, hand down. Take the other hand across and twist. You're opening, rotating through the heart. Again, finding what feels good. Broadening, and again, blossoming across the heart, the chest, shoulders, and release. So come back to center, refresh. Let's switch out the feet so you can kind of kick out, little flutter kicks. We're going to switch that lotus seat here. Again, I'm sitting up on a pillow in this first wave. So whatever feels good, maybe you're tucked in more. You might have, if you have blocks or more pillows, you can stack them under your legs or your knees for a little more support. So again, sitting tall, both hands down. Let's take left hand up. This is our inhale. Exhale again, side bend. So get back into that flow, that rhythm of the breath. Again, cultivating partnership. A couple more. Again, kind of finding your own rhythm. No perfect, precise. Last one here. Exhale. Stretch, root through your hips. Draw in through your center. Again, blossom your heart up. Float your chin, your ears, your neck. Try not to crunch the neck. Think of smooth. Now inhale again, back up. Exhale, float that hand down, and your eyes are following that direction. Your opposite hand crisscrosses. We're twisting. Again, still rising up through center, heavy into the hips, earthward bound through our lower body, skyward bound through the upper body. And again, this blossoming of our heart, shoulders, hips, knees, and release. So again, come back, a little release across the shoulders, especially if you got a little, kind of crunchy in that twist. Release out that residual. That's why you see me kind of moving around a little bit. That's that sweet, sweet release. So we'll come out now. Maybe kick your legs out, smooth out your knees. Maybe little flutter kicks. Wake up the core. We're flipping over to our hands and knees. You can move the pillow away if you had one. Let's come into child's pose, a nice extended child's pose. Toes meet behind you, knees kind of spill out a little bit wider so you have a lot of room to give your upper body. And again, extended with arms and hands reaching forward, and then hips reach the opposite direction. Laying down the forehead, the hips, the back, maybe your elbows. Greeting earth, again, grounding, breathing. Let's take a good side stretch. Inhale up, head and heart. Exhale over to the left, so kind of off, off a mat. Reaching long from fingertips to that back hip. Stretching through the ribs. Good side stretch. Opening things up. Blossoming the ribs. Inhale again, back up and through center. Exhale over to the other side. Stretch. And again, we're laying down. Head, heart, hips. And release. So find your way back to center. And we'll walk the hands in. Come into our fours. So hands and knees in a nice, square box. Nice length from crown to tail, setting up this good foundation. Cats and cows. We're blossoming our heart forward, pushing, flexing, and kind of flaring the tail, our cow. Exhale, now curl the spine up. Tucking tail to belly button, chin to chest. Inhale again, blossoming back out. Moving with the breath. Smooth. Again, finding what feels good. Your range might look a little different. I'm going to lift through the elbows. Try not to dump into your wrists. I'm going to more press into your fingertips, your fingerprints. One more. Empty out that breath and release. We're back to child's pose, but you'll keep your knees a little more in line with your hands. Stretching forward, hips roll back. Dropping in. We're going to be coming up onto our knees. So tap into that core, hugging your ribs and your center. Tucking chin. We're sliding our hands, pushing knees and shins into the ground, but we're rolling up. Take it super slow so we don't get too dizzy. Again, rising up from our pelvic floor, up through that energetic center, stacking super slow until we level off the ears, the jawline, squeeze the hips, lift up through that front body, grounding through your back body. Give the shoulders a couple again, just to unwind. Let's bring hands to heart center, thumbs in. Again, nice lifted crown, a zipped up center. Squeeze your glutes. This is again back to flow here. Inhale up, squeeze again. Squeeze your glutes, lift your upper ribs. Exhale, now sweep your hands out, that blossoming. Now light fist comes to your sacrum, your low back. Camel pose, roll the shoulders up towards your ears and then down and back, squeezing, pinching your elbows, your shoulder blades, and almost pressing the hips forward as the heart again reaches skyward. Again, shining, blossoming. Or camel. Inhale, exhale, release your hands, bring them back to heart. Inhale up. Exhale again, sweep. One more camel. Inhale. Exhale again, heart. Relax shoulders. Again, we're lifting that pelvic floor, tapping into center. We're stepping left foot forward. So again, grounding, present, Take your eyes where your foot will land, at the center, at the top of the mat. If you need your hands, bring them down. Our kneeling lunge. But hands to heart. So this upward trajectory, and a rooting to rise up. Now inhale, open. You can hug the hips, draw belly in. And again, inhale, open, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to heart. Now send it up. Inhale, exhale, floating forward, landing your hands, framing. Inhale again, heart forward, shining, blooming. Exhale, roll the hips back, toes up. Our half split, greeting our hamstring. Lovely hamstring. And just shuffle that foot back. So we are back to child's pose, extended with knees in line with hands. Stretch back. Now again, that slow, thoughtful grounding. Roll up. Finding again our center here. Maybe knees come a little closer. Hands meet at heart. Inhale up. Exhale again. Sweep open. We're back to camel. Exhale, hands to heart. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, heart. So, again, find your landing spot for your right foot. So your back foot steps forward. Carefully. If your knees need a little help, bring your hands down. Again, we're rooting strong into that earth so we can rise up. Hands to heart. Squeeze your hips, lift that pelvic floor. Lift your upper ribs. Press into your toe mounds of your front foot and press into your back toenail for a good grounding foundation as we move. Inhale again, blossoming open. Exhale, heart. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Greeting that back hip flexor. Now inhale up, stretch. Exhale, float down, hands frame. Inhale, heart, blossom. Exhale again, roll the hips back, toes float up. Hello, hamstring. Support your back. And again, this walk back down. You'll shuffle that foot back. Downward facing dog, down dog. So hands in line with shoulders, curl your toes under. We're rising up through the hips, find your feet. I like to kind of pedal it out, walk it. Coming back to breath, again when that monkey mind kind of takes over because you're feeling a little more heat and work. Again, come back to that, the beauty of the breath. And it lassos us back to the here and now, our earthward connection, mind, body, spirit. Maybe your heels are more raised. Maybe they find a little more earth behind you. Tailbone more skyward. Head hangs low. So we're making our way up in any way. So it might be, a hop forward. It might be one foot then the other. Or maybe the slow kind of tightrope balance beam walk. If you need a little more IT band maneuvering until you make your way forward, and then let's turn it around so we're facing one another. Stay low still, feet parallel. Come to the center of your mat, head low. Good time to just kind of, flush out the cranky. And again, rooting strong, feet planted into that earth, belly tucked in, chin tucked. The slow rise up, super, super slow and easy. So we have a lot of time to regulate that change in blood pressure, blood flow. So settling in, again, feet to earth. Again, this, even though we're tapping into center, think of blossoming open. Now hands to heart, belly in, crown up. Again, this rise up through our front body, grounding through our back body, rooting to rise. Inhale up, exhale, sweep. Again, hands to your low back, camel. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale again, sweep. Light fist to your low back, sacrum. Inhale. Exhale, heart. Inhale up. Now this one we're diving down. Again, that blossoming. Big swan dive down to your forward fold. And a soft little buoyancy in your knees, your back. Again, feet rooting strongly into that earth. Feel every toe connected, not just the corners of your feet, but the toe mounds, maybe even your arches. Again, kind of spread across. Now keep that energy, that really strong, grounded energy to your half fold. Hands to shins. We're extending through the crown, back through the tailbone. If your neck is strained or stressed, think of smoothing. So we have a nice energy flow from crown to hips. Inhale, exhale again. Forward fold. Softening. Now hands to heart. We're sliding up that center line. Returning hands to heart center. Thumbs touch in, shoulders relax. Resetting, again, that ground under our feet. Grounding through our hips. Now inhale up. Exhale, dive. We'll smooth that out. Fold, maybe extended. Hips lift. Inhale, half. Nice, strong, extended lines. Exhale, fold. Soften and fold. Inhale, up that center line. Return back to heart. Shoulders drop. Inhale, up. Exhale again. Dive down. Blossoming. Inhale, half. Extended half fold. Exhale, soften and fold, bowing down to earth. Inhale again, up to heart. Exhale, land. Last one, inhale. Exhale again, dive. Fold. Inhale, half, stretch. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale again, we rise up through center, kind of like you're zipping up. Rooting again to rise, landing in that sweet center, taking in what we've uncovered so far here. Let's step to the top of the mat this way. Again, feet under us, hands again to heart. Take a strong step back with your front foot. So your warrior one. Back foot slightly turns open. Again, this rooting strong into that earth. Not just placing your feet down, but really feel that earth, making footprints. Pressing into the toe mounds of your feet, front and back. Back hip wants to kind of sink back. We want to turn it forward, engaging our whole body. Hands to heart. Again, that strong foundation. Now inhale, open. Shine or blossom the heart. Exhale, heart, back to heart. Namaste, hands, inhale, exhale, one more. Now inhale all the way up, stretch, pull those ribs, exhale, sweep down. Landing your hands, lunge, back heel up, long and strong again, smooth crown to tail to heel. Now front hand down, your back arm lifts. Revolve lunge. Exhale again, reset. Land that back heel in that same footprint. Turn those toes out. Drop in again, rooting to rise. We're sweeping up. And you're back to that hard opening. Like a flower blooming. Inhale, exhale, heart. Now we're opening the back foot. Blossoming the arms out, warrior two style. Eyes down that front wrist. Squeeze your hips. Press your thigh to heel. Now push over the front of the mat. Cartwheel back or reverse warrior. Shining your heart. Release. Release that front leg. You're going to turn that front foot in. Heels in, nice wide straddle for our modified sunflowers here. Hands to heart. Again, kind of capturing the energy of our breath, our presence, that ground partnership. Let's inhale up, squeezing up through center. Exhale again, blossom open, hinging forward, kind of halfway. Inhale up that center line, exhale, forward and down, bending the knees, pressing them out towards your outer edges of your feet, protecting your knees, right? Again, moving with awareness. Again, cultivating the beauty of the breath, the power when we engage our full capacity of our body. Last one. Let's meet back up at heart center. You're going to step to the other side of the mat this way. Back together, feet under you. Feet firmly planted in the soil. Now this front foot steps back. Should be the right foot. So again, our warrior one, powering into that earth. Rising up through center, again, rooting to rise. Inhale, exhale. This blooming heart, blooming spirit. Greeting the day And the power of the body, power of the breath. Inhale up, exhale, sweep down. Back heel lifts, we reach the heart forward, knee stacked over your ankle. Front hand down, rise the back arm. Revolved lunge. Exhale down. And again, we're rooting. Re-land that back heel in the soil. Power into your center, rooting to rise here. Sweep your hands up. Open, again, that blossoming open. Exhale, heart. Blossom open your warrior two. Arms reach across the front, the back of the mat. See if you can level out that front leg. Strong, building strength. Stability in your joints. Now reach across that front leg or knee, reverse it back. Good side stretch. And release. Let it go. Refresh that leg. Let's turn back to our straddle. Heels turned in. Hands to heart. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Blooming, blossoming. Squeeze your thighs especially as you come up. Just one more. Restoring the breath. And let's meet back at heart. You'll heel toe your feet in. Maybe hop in if you want a little exertion. So we're back together here. Feet a little bit closer. Let's inhale up. So we're coming in right into our balance. Exhale. Circle the hands down. You're back to camel. Push the heart up. Push the hips. But lift out of your low back. Again, think of, even though we're curled, think of still, keeping a clear path for energy to flow from the crown of your head all the way down. Now, push, so you can kind of level out, push your heart forward. We're kind of half hinging forward. Push your hips back, bend your knees a bit. But important to really put your weight into your heels, like you're digging into that soil. I like to lift the toes too to make sure that that's happening. And you can release your hands, airplane. Again, hug that rib corset, that center, smooth the line from crown to tail. Again, try not to crunch or stress your neck. Keep that flow of energy. Now, option here to raise your heels. Squeeze into that midline. Your legs, your core. Diver's pose. So a little change, a little fresh perspective here. Now, we land the heels, again, deep into that earth again, maybe a little deeper even. Really push those hips back. You're almost laying your heart or your belly, your gut, down on your thighs. Sweep your hands up behind you, pinching the shoulder blades, and then swing them strong forward, chair. Thumbs up, hips back, toes kind of pop up again to protect those knees. Big, full, bright, blossoming chair. Almost there. Send that love out. Now hands touch the ground. We're coming down to a squat. So heels up, legs squeeze. See if you can just bring your fingertips down. If you want a little more, bring hands to heart. Rooting to rise up. Good for the feet. A little more balance and strength. So hands down, we're just coming, touch your knees down. We're turning back to child's pose. But again, knees in line, hands and arms extend forward. Take a nice reverent bow, again, to Mother Earth. Send love, lots of love in, lots of love out. Tending to our gardens. So willow, that's a core flow willow. In honor of willow trees. So again, hugging into that center. So into that midline. Upper body. Now we're sliding up. Squeeze the hips. Hands come to heart. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, come right back down. That bowing down. Hips back. So that's your exhale. Inhale again. Back up. Hands to heart. Tap into that strong center. Inhale up. Squeeze your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale down, hips back. So again, do what you can. This is a good core abdominal or postural chain. Inhale, exhale, relax into your center. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, grounding. Now this inhale, come up. Exhale, down. We'll land this one. So you are back. You can wiggle your knees out a bit. Take a little lower. Grounding here. Now, extend your hands forward. We're going to pull or blossom our heart forward. Kneel in plank. Squeeze your hips. Again, blossom your heart. Try not to arch your back. Think of, again, that smooth line from crown to tail. Hug the elbows in. Lift your elbows. Now, inhale, take in that strong breath. Exhale, we're lowering down. Elbows to ribs. Pushing through our toes. Now, let's reach the hands forward, stretch. Maybe you lift one leg, squeezing. Exhale, release, other leg. Now swim your hands back. You're sweeping them back. Now, intertwine if you can, or just grab on. You're pulling your knuckles back and up, lifting heart, legs, locust pose, pressing, grounding through your pelvis. Again, blooming your heart. Our postural chain, strong, and release. Let it go. Swim your hands back to your chest line, elbows hug in, toes press in through. Let's push back up. So elbows hug, you're pushing back. Push that earth away back to plank. Exhale, child. Again, maybe wide knees now. Give yourself lots of room. Take a nice, again, loving breath in to yourself, your garden. that out breath, that loving breath out to, again, Mother Earth. And release. So you're coming up and over to back to your seat. And again, if you want to take time to throw your pillow under your hips, let's blossom these knees out. Again, a little shuffle. Let's take our front, whatever is your front leg, to a cradle here. So you're lifting, think of lifting your shin. Flex your toes and hug. Again, rising up through your front body, grounding through your back body. Hips heavy into the earth. And then scooch your, whatever is your bottom leg, scooch that foot a little further towards that opposite hip. So heel to hip. And then you're pulling this leg across. If you can. Cow's face. And then right into a kind of a happy twist. You're hugging that top leg, inner thigh to belly, heart up, revolving, twist. Again, blossoming the chest, the shoulders, our spine, hips pressing down. Maybe this back arm reaches if you want a little more. Explore. Tend again to your garden, your nature. And release. So come back. Now that hand that was behind you, find your big toe, top big toe, yoga toe hold, or grab your pant leg, above your ankle, whatever you can get a hold of. We're coming back in line, and then push that heel up and out, extending. And now pull it back, switch hands, same leg, push out. See if that changes anything. Maybe this one you can add a little twist back in. Again, rooting through the back body, rising through the front body. Maybe that back arm reaches again. And release. We'll come back and just switch that out. So your other foot comes on top. Lotus. Flower. Blooming out of the muddy water is the symbol that is lotus, flower in yoga. So our cradle. So arm wraps again, shin lifting, inner thigh squeezing in. Just a little hip priming. And then again, you're tucking this bottom foot over and into that opposite hip, and then cross this leg over. Now the trick is to try to get that hip back down to level out. That's where a block or another pillow comes in, because it just allows everything to just kind of sandwich together. Again, tall, maybe this is it. Again, finding or corralling or lassoing the rapid movement of the mind and the body. Again, we want to lasso it in, just into the breath. And again, our truth. When we listen, things are clearer. A slow, steady process. And again, we're coming back. So again, that hand grabs your big toe. We're pulling this leg up and over, back in line with our hip, and then push, heel up and out. Again, kind of striving to straighten this leg. We might not get there, maybe not on this side. Just explore the space. Try switching out and see if that changes anything. Maybe there's a little more, partnership here, less struggle. Again, still rising up through the front body, grounding through the back body. Greeting the hamstring here, your IT band. Maybe this leg pulls across. What does your body need? Your garden. Time to, again, cultivate. So let's push the feet together, push the knees out. Again, this nice blossoming butterfly, cobbler's pose, sometimes it's called, star, like butterfly. So again, rising up, grounding. If it feels good and happy in your back, your hips, maybe move the upper body forward. And release. So again, we roll up, knees come back up. Maybe you stretch out, smooth out. Send some love. And pull the feet back in. You can swing your legs over. We're going to roll down. So if you need, any pillows for your neck, your head, your, maybe your legs, maybe your low back, we're rolling down. You can keep feet in. And let your back meet the ground. Shuffle out your hips. Feet about hip width. Walk the hands down towards your feet. Thumbs kind of tucked under your bum. Arms nice and tight into your ribs. Good connection there. Spread through your palms. Again, that connection to earth. Feel the ground. Feel where your feet connect in, lengthen through your crown, slight tuck of your chin. We're going to rise the hips up to a bridge. So we're peeling up, pushing that ground away now. Almost like a balloon, inflating under our legs, under our back. Push that ground away. Chin or chest to chin. Slight tuck, but lengthen through the crown. Lengthen through the tops of the legs. Your option to maybe clasp your hands underneath, walk the arms a little closer, and really push high. How does that feel? Taking some flight here. And again, blossom your heart, the ribs. Breathing, again, deep and complete. When you're ready, release your hands if they were together. Find ground. That slow, again, slow, steady roll back down. No rush. Very thoughtful, magical. And then finish smoothing out your back if it feels kind of crinkled in because of that squeeze. Let's take the front leg to a nice hug. Stretch. Maybe curl up, kiss. And release, switch, back leg. Then I got a little pump. Again, maybe a kiss. And release. So again, that shuffle down. Let's walk the feet a little wider. Arms can just kind of flop open. Nice blooming, again, blooming heart. Back. Now float the knees towards me, towards the front. Shining this top hip, this back hip. Maybe your head rolls to the back arm. Nice, soft, easy twist. Supine. Knee twist. Inhale again, back up. Exhale over to the back. Head falls to the front. Smooth breaths, even though we're kind of all twisted up through the body, there's still just a smoothness. Breath to flow, energy to flow. And release. So again, you'll fall back to center. And then kind of toggle the knees a little bit, side to side, and then you'll walk the feet out, stretching out. Legs falling open, arms come a little lower. Find a happy place, palms face up. So this is our conclusion of relaxation, our time to imprint the practice, the lessons, the language, the dialogue. Without words, just union, partnership, harmony, balance. Cultivated. Ground rising to meet. Inviting a softness across the face, between the eyes, between ear to ear, corner of the mouth to the opposite corner. Softness across the heart, front to back. Thinking minds, smiling to our sunshine, like sunflowers facing one another. That's how they grow, again, in partnership. So, coming back, maybe wiggle your fingers a bit, shuffle your toes, taking this lovely, beautiful, sweet energy with us. Find hands to maybe your hips, step the feet in, bring knees back into a hug, full hug, and give yourself a hug. Maybe arms crisscross over your heart, hands at opposite sides, hug, wrap your hands around your back. And release, we'll roll over to our side, facing the front of the room. Head to arm, knees stack. Just kind of catching our senses, eyes open, smiling. When you're ready, push your way back up into the room. Again, a little shuffle. Find your comfortable seat. Rising up. Again, out of the muddy waters, blooming beauty, radiance, peace, and light. And our sweet, sweet spirit. Let's take our hands down. Inhale, rise. Hands meet. Exhale, down across our eyes, our senses, to our heart. So the light in me bows to the light and beauty in you all. Namaste. Have a beautiful day wherever you are. I hope it's a good one. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next week. Bye.